3, 2, 1. Alright, this is the 4th episode of the Super Official Podcast, or TSOP. I'm joined here today with John and Jonathan, same thing as last time and the time before, and it should stay that way as long as these guys don't say anything stupid.
John,
Also this podcast is for school. Just saying, guys. I would rather say that this podcast is for today's sponsor, which is... Shoot. Okay, John, make sure to cut that out, alright? Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna cut that out. Alright, anyways, today's sponsor is Dollar Shave Club. Everybody knows them. You know, everybody who watches this shaves, obviously.
Definitely.
Because I obviously shave.
Yep.
So, you know, they did a good job choosing their demographic. So this episode's sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. If you use the promo code official, actually no, you should go to dollarshaveclub.com/official to get the whole starter pack for only $5 a month. And afterwards it will be $15 a month, which is still a good deal for a whole month. Alright, so I said this podcast was for school, and so there's like 3 questions here, and one of them is, what type of characters do you expect to encounter who in a novel who are members of gangs? There's 3 questions they're going to be having today, and they all involve like this topic of gangs. So, yeah. Well, I would say that I think that it really depends on the time period of the book, because like in the not the olden days, but just like years ago, there's a big difference in how people act now and how they acted before, and it depends on where you are, depends on the time frame, it depends on the location. I would say nowadays I would get more of a negative idea of them, and I would expect them to just like really not have any purpose or to really be anybody other than somebody who just goes around killing people. However, I have read books like The Outsiders where I do end up caring about the characters, and it just seems there's just like a big difference between what we hear about now and what has been said about the times back then. John, do you have anything you want to add? You know, there are some things, but I just know that Jonathan's gonna cut me off like he already has twice in like over the course of 3 minutes. So that's pretty much, yeah, he pretty much said all the stuff that I was about to say. Well, alright then. The second question is, what does it mean to be a part of a gang? I would pretty much say what Jonathan said. John, you want to say something other than what you just said? Sure. You know, it really depends. I know I said that. It it's like asking, what does it mean to be somebody's friend? It depends. It really depends, because it depends on how much you trust them and other things. I don't really. Sometimes it's not really even a gang. It's just like a group of people that you hang out with, and they call themselves a gang because they fight people. You need an exact definition, which I don't know if it was provided with your questions. No, that's a fair answer. I mean, that's kind of part of it. It's just, you know, your views on them, and you've been saying that it really depends, and I agree with that. What a surprise. No, that's a fair answer. Yeah, I would say it's okay. That's pretty good. Alright, the third question is probably going to sound a bit weird to you guys since you haven't read the poem, but the question is, what does it mean to have a carefree attitude towards death? So, have fun. Actually, John, why don't you answer this one? Oh, okay. Okay, so the question was, what does it mean to have a carefree attitude towards death? Yes, he just said that. Jonathan, just lay off of him. I want him to actually be able to answer one of these questions. Well, alright. It really... Okay. So, I mean, I would actually kind of like that, to have a carefree attitude towards death, but I think it depends on if you really... If carefree means that you don't care at all if you die, that, that's not really good if you want to actually ever have success or anything. But if you just have accepted that, then just like, if you just accept that you know that you're going to die, that seems actually pretty healthy. So all the answers are depends. It depends. Yeah. All right, John, are you happy now? Which one? Okay, whatever. Okay, today's sponsor was Dollar Shave Club. You can go to dollarshaveclub.com/official to get $10 off your first month. Yeah. John, you should roll the outro that we have now. Alright, I'll do that in post.
Make sure you tune in and watch my podcast, the official podcast.
I like him.
And make sure you watch my channel, the
Super official podcast.